Welcome to the deep dive. Okay, so today we're digging into something I think holds a lot of us back. It's this idea, that speaking English fluently means you have to perfectly nail every single grammar rule.
Right. That pressure for perfection.
Exactly. So let me ask you this. How many grammar rules do you actually know? Like, could you explain the third conditional right now? Or maybe past perfect continuous?
Tricky ones.
Yeah. And now, be honest, does knowing those rules really help you when you're trying to have like a relaxed chat, or does your mind just go blank?
That freezing up feeling.
Totally. You get paralyzed by that fear of making a mistake.
Yeah.
If that sounds familiar, well, you're definitely not alone. So many learners fall into what we call the grammar trap.
The grammar trap. I like that term.
It's where, you study all the rules, do tons of worksheets, but it actually makes it harder to speak. Because you end up thinking about English, like dissecting it.
Analyzing it, yeah.
Instead of just thinking in English and letting it flow.
It's a really common struggle. And look, grammar is important. Absolutely. You could say it's the skeleton, right?
Yeah.
The basic structure of the language.
The foundation.
But approaching fluency like it's some kind of grammar test, that's a fundamental misunderstanding. Language is messy. It's alive. It happens in real time.
Right. Not like doing a math problem.
Exactly. You don't have time to sit there and think, okay, which rule was that again? Rule #47 for the third conditional. Not when someone's waiting for a response. There's no pause button in a conversation.
That's such a good point. And think about how native speakers actually talk.
Oh, yeah.
They bend the rules or even kind of break them all the time in just normal chat. You hear stuff like, I ain't going, or she don't care.
Or gonna instead of going to all the time.
Wanna. And here's the kicker. It's completely normal. It's just how people talk. It flows.
And the consequences of obsessing over getting every little grammatical point perfect before you speak, they're pretty serious. First, like you said, there's that paralysis. The fear just stops you.
Yeah.
Dead in your tracks. Then, even if you do speak, it can sound really stilted, unnatural, like you're mentally building the sentence brick by painful brick.
Yeah. Robotic sometimes.
Totally. And maybe the worst part, you miss out on real connections because all your energy is focused on how you're saying it, the grammar.
Instead of what you're actually trying to say, the meaning.
Exactly.
Yeah.
True fluency, real communication, it's about getting your message across effectively. It's about connection, not perfection.
Okay, so that leads perfectly into redefining fluency then. If it's not about perfect grammar, what is it?
Good question.
I think it's more about confidence, clarity, connection.
Right.
Can you get your ideas out there? Can you tell a story, even a simple one? Can you understand what someone else is saying and respond in a way that feels natural, even with mistakes?
That's the key part, isn't it? Even with mistakes.
Yeah. Like imagine someone comes up to you and says, yesterday I go to market and buy mango. Very sweet.
Okay.
Grammar's not perfect, obviously. I go. Instead of I went, it very sweet needs was. But did you understand them?
Perfectly clear. They went to the market, bought a sweet mango. Got it.
Exactly. And did those little errors stop you from connecting? Probably not. You'd likely smile, ask about the mango.
Yes, the conversation continues.
That feels like fluency to me. Communication happened.
So let's talk about what that feels like then. Real fluency. It's about flow and speed, right? Your words come out relatively smoothly, maybe some pauses, maybe a small error, but it flows. It's about comprehension, grasping the main idea, the gist, even if you miss a word here or there.
Right. You don't need every single word.
No. And there's this, automaticity. Common words, phrases, basic structures, they just pop out without you having to consciously think about them.
Like they're just there when you need them.
Yeah. Your brain is focused on the meaning, the what, not the how. And ultimately, it's just communication success. Did your message get through? Did you achieve your goal, whether it was ordering coffee or sharing an opinion?
Makes sense.
And notice what's not on that list. Flawless use of every single tense, 100% of the time. That's not the goal. Real people, even native speakers, make small mistakes. They stumble. But the conversation just keeps going.
That's honestly so freeing to hear. Okay, so if nailing grammar isn't the ultimate goal, what actually works? What helps you get fluent? Sounds like we need a totally different focus.
Absolutely. A big shift. And one of the most powerful things you can do is embrace massive input.
Massive input. Okay, what does that mean?
It means flooding your brain with real English every day. Podcasts, YouTube, Netflix, audiobooks.
Yeah.
Whatever you genuinely enjoy listening to or watching.
So just surrounding yourself with the language.
Exactly. Your brain is amazing. It subconsciously starts absorbing the patterns, the vocabulary, the rhythm, the sound of the language. Think about how little kids learn. They listen and listen and listen for ages before they start speaking in perfect sentences. It's immersion.
That makes so much sense. You're building the foundation by listening.
Yeah.
And building on that, I guess, is prioritizing the right kind of vocabulary.
Yes. Focus on high-frequency vocabulary in chunks. Don't get totally bogged down trying to learn obscure words from lists.
Right. Focus on what you'll actually use.
Master the most common words first, maybe the top 1,000, 2,000 words. But, and this is really crucial, learn chunks.
Chunks, like phrases.
Yeah, exactly. Those natural groups of words that often go together. Things like, how's it going? Can I have it? Oh, I was wondering if... that makes sense.
Okay, like pre-made phrases your brain can just grab.
Precisely. Think of them like pre-assembled Lego blocks. Learning these chunks is super efficient.
How so?
Well, it dramatically reduces the mental effort.
Yeah.
You don't have to assemble the grammar from scratch every single time you want to say something common.
Less brain power spent on sentence construction.
Exactly. It frees up your mental energy to focus on the actual message you want to convey.
That's huge. Okay, so massive input, learning chunks. What else? Where does actually speaking come in?
The big one. You have to speak. There's just no way around it. Fluency is like a muscle.
You got to work it out?
You got to exercise it
Yeah.
consistently.
Yeah.
Start small if you need to. Talk to yourself. Seriously. Describe your room. Narrate what you're doing.
Nobody's listening. No pressure.
Exactly. Or try shadowing. Listen to a short dialogue and repeat it out loud, trying to match the intonation and rhythm.
Okay, mimicking.
Yeah. Then find safe spaces to practice with others. Language exchanges are great. Or maybe just a patient friend who won't judge your mistakes.
Finding that safe zone is key.
It really is. And when you are speaking, the crucial shift is this. Focus entirely on getting your message across, not on perfect grammar.
Message over perfection.
Yes. And view mistakes differently. They're not failures. They're just data points. Information telling you what you need to work on later, maybe.
Like feedback.
Exactly. Every time you successfully communicate, even with errors, you're building that fluency muscle. And when you get stuck, because you will get stuck sometime,
Oh, yeah. Happens to everyone.
use communication strategies. These are vital. Think about circumlocution.
What now?
Circumlocution. It just means describing something when you can't remember the exact word. Like, oh, that thing. Use it to open a bottle of wine.
The pointy metal twisty thing. Exactly. See? You described it, I understood. Communication successful. Or just ask for clarification. Sorry, could you say that again? What does that word mean?
Yeah, simple but effective.
And use natural fillers. Don't just freeze. Use things like, let me think. It keeps the conversation flowing much better than dead silence while you panic search for a grammar rule. That's so true. Those little fillers actually make you sound more natural anyway. And all of this, really, it points to the biggest thing, doesn't it? The mindset.
Absolutely. The mindset shift is probably the most important piece of the puzzle. Fear. Fear is the #1 fluency killer.
It's ironic, isn't it? Knowing more grammar rules can actually make you more scared to speak sometimes because you're aware of more ways to mess up.
Precisely. You have to constantly remind yourself. The goal is communication, connection, not perfection. Celebrate the small wins. Every time you make yourself understood, every time you have a short exchange, that's progress. That success builds confidence.
And confidence fuels more speaking.
Exactly. It's a positive cycle.
Okay, but where does grammar fit back into this picture then? Are we just saying, forget grammar entirely?
No, not at all. That's a really important clarification. This approach isn't about abandoning grammar. It's about using it more strategically, like a tool for polishing, not the foundation itself.
Okay, polishing. How does that work?
Well, interestingly, grammar rules often make the most sense after you've already seen or heard them used in real context. So maybe you keep hearing people say things like, I've been working really hard lately. You notice that have being structure?
Right. You hear the pattern first.
Yeah. Then you might go look up the present perfect continuous tense. And suddenly the explanation makes sense because you've already got examples in your head. You see how it's used.
So it's context first, then rules for clarification, not the other way around.
Exactly. Use grammar to troubleshoot specific problems you notice you're having. If you keep making the same mistake with, say, past tense verbs.
Like saying, I go yesterday.
Right. Then, okay, yes, Focus on that specific grammar point for a bit. Fix that recurring error. Focus on the high-impact grammar that really affects clarity, basic tenses, word order, subject-verb agreement. Don't get lost in the weeds with really obscure rules that rarely cause misunderstandings.
Prioritize the big stuff for clarity.
Precisely. Grammar is a helpful guide for polishing your fluency, making it clearer, maybe more sophisticated over time, but the foundation, that's built from all that input, all that speaking practice, and crucially, the willingness to communicate even when it's not perfect.
Okay, I love that. So maybe a simple way to think about it is like a formula. Fluency, input plus output plus consistency, fear.
I like that. Input, output, consistency minus the fear. That sums it up pretty well.
Forget being perfect. Just aim to be understood. That really changes everything.
It absolutely does.
So to wrap up our deep dive today, please, if you take one thing away, let it be this. Stop letting the fear of grammar mistakes paralyze you. Stop letting it hold you back from speaking.
Yeah, let go of that pressure.
Instead, shift your energy. Focus on getting tons of input. Really learn those common chunks of language. Practice speaking bravely whenever you can. And use those smart communication strategies when you get stuck.
Build the muscle. Use the tools.
Exactly. And here's a little challenge for you this week. A provocative thought, maybe. Try consciously not studying grammar rules for a bit. Just pause the rule books.
Ooh, interesting challenge.
Yeah. Instead, try this. Watch one English video every day, something short, something you enjoy. Shadow a few sentences out loud. And just talk to yourself in English for 5 minutes. Just narrate your thoughts. Or, if you're feeling a bit braver, take on the challenge of having one short conversation in English this week. And your only goal, communicate one idea or ask one question.
That's it. Just one idea.
That's it. Consciously let go of worrying about grammar. Focus purely on making that connection, getting that one point across. Because remember, the ultimate takeaway here is simple. Fluency isn't about being perfect. It's about being understood.
Well said.
Yeah.
Understood.
Enjoyed the video? Don't forget to like, comment, and share. Subscribe for more English learning videos. See you in the next lesson.